Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Jamison. Getting some heat. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the...
Got a lot of running room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Ripping through the defense. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
14, Michigan State, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Jamison. They're setting up the screen. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now on second down. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he added the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Going up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame 28, Michigan State 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. To the air, it's Jamison. Got his man on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And a really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Garrison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Third and short now from their own 48. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Now the pitch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking off. On second down, just keeps firing. Looking for the end zone. And the timing just a hair off.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He'll pull it down and run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 6.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Michigan State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Big timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. Snags it over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for the big play. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 35. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's now got 78 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Notre Dame 42, Michigan State 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Jamison. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with his back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This offense has a second down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked! And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. Stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, he almost picked that one off. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Jamison. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touchy.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do for their next football game.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to get to it. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Bringing it back, it's Pitts. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Line is set on 3rd down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse